Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Professor B.K. Kanojia, Director of NIT Jalandhar, Professor Ashok Pandey, the Chief Guest, Dr. Ajay Bansal, the Registrar, Professor Shailendra Bajpayee, Professor Renu Gupta, Professor Poonam Gera, and other faculty member of Department of Chemical Engineering, NIT Jalandhar. First of all, I am tendering my apology not be there physically at NIT Jalandhar because of some official commitment at CIPET Jaipur, and I have to go there to inaugurate some very important event at CIPET Jaipur. So I am just missing very important discussion, very important presentations being there at the International Conference on Sustainable Research in Energy and Environment, SREE 2024. It is indeed a privilege to come down to Department of Chemical Engineering at B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar. But unfortunately, I am missing this time just because of my prior commitments. Now, such type of a conference, before I pursue further, nowadays the energy, environment, these are the buzzwords. Apart from this, the sustainability. Now, the country is emerging to a new dimension. We are looking for different landmarks, and one recent landmark is Viksit Bharat 2047. And for this, we need to look the different E's. One should not restrict itself to or his or herself to energy and environment only. There is another E that is called economics. Another E which is now budging just like anything, that is called the ecology. So energy, environment, economics, and ecology, all these things are budging words nowadays. Since we are going for the new industrialization, we are going for the development of new product, we are going for the development of new scenario. Why I'm saying the scenario? Because country is moving from developing country to the developed country. So enough opportunities are there, especially for young students, especially for my faculty colleagues. They need to find the bridges, because where we are lacking and what is our target, all these things need to be fulfilled over the period of time. So, organization of such type of a conferences indeed provides the best platform where the industry people, the society people, the academicians, the students, all these big pillars of the engineering science, they can share their knowledge, they can disseminate their knowledge across society. And also, when we talk about the different aspects of industrialization or development, then the outcome of these conferences, this gives a boost to the policy maker so that they can develop the policy, they can devise the policy, they can impart the policy in such a way that all pillars of the society or stakeholders can be benefited. There are several points which we need to address, although I have covered in four different E's. One is related to the net zero. You see that our Honorable Prime Minister has assigned 2070, that is the net zero concept. And apart from this, we cannot overlook the importance of the climate change. We cannot overlook the importance of energy issues. We cannot overlook the importance of depletion of various resources, although it is a duty of the scientist to give the substitutes. We cannot overlook the importance of the infrastructure development. We cannot overlook the importance of technological innovation. But above all, a very important thing which we need to see, that is what is the societal demand. Because everything, whether we talk about the environmental issue, whether we talk about the infrastructure development, whether we talk about the technology innovation, energy, environment, everything is embedded in the societal requirement, and that is very important thing. So I'm sure that this particular conference will give an impetus towards these type of activities and these type of societal demand, country demand, and all those things which are very crucial nowadays. I would like to give one example which I always used to say, keeping in view of my present domain, which is related to the plastic. It is always very easy to say the no plastic, that is NO, no plastic. But please think one very important aspect. Can we have a single minute, or can we sustain a single minute without plastic? I am wearing the specs made of plastic, lenses are made of plastic, whatever cloth I am wearing, the polyesters are there, whatever food we are taking, significant quantum of plastic components are there, whether it is a biopolymer, whether it is some other cultured polymer, all those things. So the thing is that when we cannot, and it's quite easy to say that why you don't replace this PET bottle with a glass bottle, gentlemen. If we replace this PET bottle with the plastic, this glass bottle, in that case, can you imagine that how much quantum of glass is required? And above all, the temperature of our earth will go up to, or you can say whether the temperature gradient of 3 to 4 degrees Celsius, when we cannot afford to have the enhancement of a half a degree temperature because of the global warming. Can we imagine the 4 degree or 5 degree rise in the temperature of the environment? It is quite easy to say that use the paper packaging material, but how much quantity of the trees need to be cut? That is again a very core issue. So society always demand that we need to have a better product, we need to have an eco-friendly product, we need to have a cheap product. But simultaneously, there is a need from the engineer's perspective that we need to provide some sort of substitute, some sort of a value education. Why I'm saying that previously the single-use plastic was a buzzword, but again, the disposal is a big problem. The segregation is the big problem. The sorting is the big problem. Littering is the big problem. The treatment is not the big problem. So we need to think with respect to the engineering perspective. It's quite easy that, gentlemen, why you are not using the glass bottle? But the thing is that, is it feasible? At least one or two industrialists every day, they used to come to my office to say, sir, we have prepared this type of a thing which is a substitute to the plastic. But are we in a position to comment on the affordability? Are we in a position to purchase a glass carries about a price tag of 900 rupees per glass? So we need to think in terms of economics. We need to think in terms of ecology. We need to think in terms of optimization of energy. You need to think in terms of a different perspective. So the holistic approach is needed for the creation. So it's a very debatable thing to say NO plastic rather than we must adopt the concept of KNOW plastic, that is the no plastic. I'm not taking much time. I had a lot of I have a lot of things to share, but due to the lack of time, I'm just truncating my voice, and I'm sure that the deliberation, whatever going to be held in this international conference, will address the different issues as I raised in this 10-11 minute my speech. Once again, I'm thankful to the organizer for calling me as a guest of honor. I don't know the literally the meaning of the guest of honor, and I wish all the best for the successful organization of this particular event. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.